Hey guys, how's it going? It's Tuesday the 30th today. Windy, drizzling, very cold. My hands they're actually hurting, it's that cold. Why I'm in a t-shirt, I've got two shirts on. I wear shorts all year round, unless it's very cold. It's, I think, 12 degrees Celsius at the moment. I'm in a different location. I'm actually an hour. I could have been cutting an hour ago. I've come further out the road into the forest, as you can see. I'm actually in the collection area today. There's not much here. I found a decent sized root ball when they fell over in the windstorms a couple of years ago. The log behind me's 18, 20 inches. Behind the camera, not me, behind the camera. I hope the wind noises turns out all right. It's not that windy here. It's up there in the canopy, so to speak. So this timber's stringy bark, but the bark is a lot thicker than what I've been cutting. This new tripod's going to be the death of me because there's nowhere really I could sit it without it trying to fall over. That might be okay right there. No, it wants to fall. That'll be better, as long as I don't get no wind while I'm cutting. It's not going to be a square on shot. How about that? Might work. Okay, so today I'm testing my ported PM610 with the 24-inch longer bar and chain combination. I've got 288 24-inch ported 288 24-inch stock 394 versus ported 394 2100 CD, and whatever else I pull out of the ute. There's still a couple in there from Saturday. It's now Tuesday. Yeah, I'm lazy. I got the saws off the back seat, the ones I've brought today, or replaced those with. So I better get into it because I might get wet. It's drizzling now. I can just feel it hitting my head. So we'll get into it. 610's up first. Enjoy. Okay guys, I like that zoom on this camera with my phone. I do have the other camera. Actually, how's that? Is that all right like that, or do you want me to go down further? Actually, I might go down further. How about that? I'll probably zoom out now. Oh, hang on. Oh, one. Oh, look at that. That's mint. What do you think of that? I've got my other action cam, but I'll have to get the mount for that. So I'm hoping it all turns out well. Stringy bark with the bark on it. actually red stringy bark. You picked that up on the, it's red stringy bark. That other stuff I was cutting yesterday is yellow. Wow, I'm impressed with this saw. Auto oiler doesn't work though. Muffler with a homemade deflector. Where was it sitting now? There, wasn't it? There, like that. There, it was right there. Far out. It's just getting more and more impressive. It was quite impressive. Actually, we'll come over to the tailgate and I'll have a little yarn over there. See you over there. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the tailgate. Hopefully there's no wind noise. The hard lid on the ute's kind of covering the wind. So I want to talk about this PM610 for a little bit. Probably the time it takes me to have this cigarette. So a couple of years ago I sold a 610 in about the same shape. It was complete, had the chain brake, everything. 20-inch bar, I believe, and chain for $250, believe it or not, the McBrick. I think I paid $40 for it. The wind gusts excuse me a minute, I'll just explain the wind. Wind gusts of up to 22 kilometres an hour. I believe that's a bit faster. So I am out in the hills. Back home there's barely a breeze, thank God. So yeah, I sold a 610 McBrick for $250, believe it or not. And it was one out of my collection. So I've got a fellow chainsaw collector. He's 21 years old this year, I believe. He's got some mates that canvas husky and steel dealers and echo dealers regularly, and check their scrap pile. I said to Edward is his name. I said, Edward, I need another 610 because I just sold one from my collection. He goes, yeah, no worries. Messaged me a couple of days later. He said, oh yeah, I got you another 610, etc, etc. I said, sweet. Whenever I've got the dollars, I'll be out there. I've been to his house a couple of times now. He has a rather impressive collection. Probably not as impressive as mine, but he has a whole heap of saws that I don't have that are desirable. Anyhow, I can't remember if I got this 610 from Edward or I got it from another father and son collector, sellers, traders. The ones I had the falling out with for Saw Feast and all that jazz. This could possibly have came from him, but looking at that starter, being I think that's an early 610 electronic cushion power. No, sorry, that's a late. The early one had solid state, I think, ignition. So I either paid $40 or I got it free, basically. The carb is off. It's a brand new 7-10A or PM610 Zama carb. Yes, it's a Zama C1. C2, sorry. For a 70cc saw. Darcy ported one, there's a video of it. There's not much. Actually, there's two videos of it. He's had to run a Super Pro 81 carb because of the extensive porting he done. I did run this. I didn't film it, I don't think. With the stock carb, it, put it this way, I could put all my weight pulling up on the rear handle. I couldn't stop it. But it would not rev like that, like it just did now. So she's running the Echo 6702 air filter and screw. Darcy fabricated the bottom plate that it mounts to, because you've got to cut to run a bigger carb that you've got on hand. You've got to cut the airbox corner off, so the carb will fit flipped around from the 10 series to the 600. I think there's a 600 series, 610, 650s. You've got to drill tuning holes in your handlebar. I missed a couple of times. I did have a Super Pro 81 carb on here. Drilled the hole and I nicked the low jet and snapped it off in my Super Pro 81 carb. So now I'm without a Super Pro 81 carb. I can run the saw, I can't warm it up. It won't idle. I can rev it, but I can't release the trigger, it'll just die. Unless I could drill it out. I think I tried drilling it out. Completely missed, stuffed the carb basically. So I can't run the 81 carb on this. This carb seems to be doing fine. As we all just seen, this is the first time I put a 24-inch bar on it. 24 inch is going to be my standard size. I think I might get rid of everything smaller except for the smaller CC saws. So smaller being like the 261 came with a 16-inch bar on it. I might, if I can get it to perform how I want it to perform, I can put a 20 or 22. Maybe 24, 25 inch, it might do it. I just need an adjustable carb because mine's M-tronic. Anyhow, we're talking about the 610. Removed the factory deflector and I used it to fabricate it so it comes up and out. It's just an open can. Darcy's seems to work good, but I believe my deflector's bigger than his. Slightly. Auto oiler, I believe it works every now and then. It did work before I switched the camera on, and now but the bark actually soaks up, and now I'm getting wet. So that's the story on this saw. I didn't use a timing wheel. Darcy sent me photos of his. I went in between stock and his, and that's the result. So I hope you enjoy. There will definitely be some more footage on this saw. Myself and Darcy will be cutting firewood, so it'll be in a firewood setting. We'll see if it holds the tune, if it'll last the whole day or until the chain goes dull. Up there's a lot harder wood than here. Stringy bark's the softest hardwood we have. Speaking of which, there's one standing right there. Broadleaf. Anything with a broad leaf is hardwood in Australia, and anything with needles is soft. So pine, cypress, eastern white, which is pretty much Douglas fir, but ours grow pine cones, so seeds. As for what they are over there, can you see that? That's not a broadleaf, it's a narrow leaf, soft. It's a softwood. I don't know what it would be. I'm not 100% sure. Anyhow, that's the 610 in a nutshell. The starter side carb box cylinder bolt was stripped. I put a steel MS170 180 engine pan screw in there. Went straight in. It cut its own threads. And that's that. Let's see if she restarts. It's been sitting for a bit. It should do. Maybe not. Might be out of fuel. Give it a bit of a choke. If it's out of fuel, then she's a toy. No, half a tank. So those little bits of cuts and that was half a tank of fuel. to pull up on the pull cord when you shut these off. It depends on the combination it's got behind the starter. Plastic pulls on the flywheel don't spring back as fast as metal ones. Anyhow, that's that. Let's move on to the next. And it's starting to rain, so it might be 288 XP 24-inch bar. There you go. Thanks for watching. This is sick. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll add the link in the description for merchandise to my partner's Facebook group. See you soon.